Alright then, so I've gone through the tutorial. Let's go for a run. And we'll see how I do. I'm not sure, but I think it's worth noting that I believe KS4 made their own personal engine for this game, just to throw it out there. They actually have their own customized engine basically built for this game. So it's not like made from Unity or stuff like that, but it's like its own built-up engine. But anyhow, oh yeah, you have to trail basically in the game modes here, but whatever. Ogre game. Alright, so you have easy, medium, hard, ultra violence, and nightmare. So for those who played Doom, you probably recognize these the last two. So here's what the difference basically do. So recommended for players with no turn-based roguelike experience. Easy base reduces enemy danger levels, less enemies in special levels. The enemy cover is half as effective, 20% basically malice to enemy accuracy, so makes them easier. Medium. Default difficulty recommended for players with turn-based roguelike experience, so normal enemy danger levels, so basically everything's normal. Increased difficulty for turn-based roguelike veterans, so that probably for me, since it's basically D MRL and stuff like that. Increases enemy count and danger levels, so it basically makes there's more guys and stuff like that. Difficulty for people with a lot of turn-based roguelike experience, ultra violence. So this is actually locked, so reach Lance Corporal rank to unlock see player data in its main menu, so basically get some ranks for that. And then nightmare. This difficulty level isn't even remotely trying to be fair. Expect to die a lot. So yeah, it's that's at least somewhat fair. There is no fair here. Alright, well, let's just jump in on hard here. Alright, so now I'll note this game is very much a spiritual successor to Doom RL. And Doom RL basically besides basically taking the Doom concept and throwing it into a roguelike format, it had a couple a bunch of unique ideas basically to it. And one was basically the idea of having classes basically. So you have basically Marines, Scouts, and Technicians. So there they are. Each of these classes basically have their own sort of perks and benefits. So Marines are the backbone of the Joey Sec, resilient and hardy. So basically they're your fighters. The resource is the Fury, which basically a Marine class is used to basically you saw in a tutorial they use it to heal themselves up and get rid of pain. They have a passive, so each time you enter a new level, you automatically heal 10% maximum health, so basically you heal up as you go along. You have an active, so for 3 points of Fury, you may channel your adrenaline and heal a bit. So yeah, basically right there. Converts 1/4 of your pain modifier to health, and protect yourself from pain for 5 seconds. So basically you get rid of pain, and you essentially can convert 1/4 of that pain you basically currently have to health, which is very nice. And gear, Marines start with a small medkit, so basically you're able to keep going early on. So I'll probably be the cost of use. Let's look at the other ones. So Scouts. Scouts are masters of stealth and have the best intel. The Scout utilizes energy as a class resource. It regenerates when you open new chests and can overflow until you leave a level. Alright, so I wonder what that basically means. But yeah, basically these guys are all about looting and that sort of thing, I guess. So passive. Scouting ahead has revealed the location of all the regular elevators. Branch connections and special levels are still hidden. You only have 2 weapon slots. Alright, so this is actually worth noting about the Scout, by the way. Essentially they're light reconnaissance units. They basically have intel on where they have to basically go to escape the level. But they only have 2 weapon slots, so they don't have as many weapons as say a Marine. Anyhow, their active is they use 25 energy, and you can activate stealth and go invisible for a few turns, or until you attack. You gain 100% critical chance while stealth, so essentially they can ambush people, so camouflage ambushers. Now here's a question basically asked about these guys, by the way, because they utilize energy and can overflow until you leave a level. Does that mean they actually gain energy basically until they leave a level, and then it resets? I'm not really sure. Alright, so gear. The scouts start with a revolver and 484 ammo, so basically they have, like, you know, a weapon and, like, ammo for it, I guess. Probably in combination with, like, the 9mm. Alright, so, technicians. Yes, these are the master class, but whatever. Technicians are masters of equipment and tinkering. Techs utilize power as a class resource. It regenerates by picking power orbs dropped by mechanical and semi-mechanical enemies. It can overflow until you leave a level. So again, there's that overflow thing. So, passive. Techs use any consumable, including grenades, twice as fast. Alright, so basically they, like, you know, they're basically all about, like, item usage, I guess, is like what these guys are all about, so, you know, that's, like, you know, par for the course. Active. For a difficulty dependent amount of power, you can activate a smoke screen that will block sight around you. So, essentially, like, you know, this sounds like it's, like, you know, a class that, like, you know, it'll get higher on the higher difficulties, I guess. Which makes sense, I guess. Alright, so active. They have a second active. You can dismantle a mod item to randomly get back one of its mods. So, that's actually really good based on mod stuff, I guess. So, that's cool. And tech start with 3 multi-tools. That's basically for crafting. And yeah, there is crafting in this game, by the way, but, let's jump into Marine here. And I am DFuxa. Let's go.
What happened to everyone? Gotta find a way out of here.
You come back from a routine patrol of the Callisto orbit. Your landing craft is shot down by the automated defense systems. Something is wrong. Alright, so we've crash landed back onto, you know, the hangar, I guess, right here. There's our, like, you know, character stats as it basically was. There's our character. Now, I want to note, by the way, I actually turned up the gamma for this game. So, I'll note that basically this was basically set to be, like, you know, what was it, basically? The gamma was set to be, like, you know, this dark before. But I'm basically going to turn it up for, like, the Let's Play because, well, essentially the thing here is, like, you know, it makes it a little easier for you guys to basically see what's going on. So, like, you know, it's not, like, as hard for you guys to basically, you know, see what's going on. So, that's why I did that. Alright, interesting. So, what's that? We have a former grunt. He's got a pistol, and he's in cover. And, yep, I am making a Let's Play, so I should probably turn off my friends list, so... we'll put on Do Not Disturb. Alright, now, I want to note, by the way, that, like, this is actually something I didn't really, like, you know, get to sort of cover, but when you basically move around, you're actually going to be increasing, like, your chance to, like, you know, are these barrels, these are toxic barrels. I probably don't want to be next to these barrels, because if he hits me with, like, these, it's going to hurt like crazy, but whatever. Huh, I pressed T there and accidentally fired this guy, but whatever. Oop. So, now here's, like, something to note about this game, by the way. Because it is very much, like, you know, inspired by Doom, you essentially have things like, you know, demons basically popping in to, like, deal with. Alright, so basically hit me there with fire, but that's fine. We're just gonna wait here for a moment. Now, apparently there's, like, staff effects, like, burning, so I'm actually burning right now, but that's fine. We're just basically going to, like, you know, fire him, like, here a little bit. And kill him. Alright, so. We're just gonna reload. Now, it's kind of hard to hear, but there is, like, sound effects for, like, the enemies there, so... I'm actually more like you actually can change, like, the, like, you know... maybe I have to have sound volume basically up for it. basically there's like another enemy around that like I can hear, so to speak, so... Alright, so there goes the security drone. So yeah, basically like, you know, it's inspired by Doom. It has like demons and like, you know, the former grunts and former sergeants and stuff like that, but it also has like other stuff as well happening, so... Here is just a 9mm pistol. We're actually just going to pick this up for a moment. Now, here's actually something I was wondering about here a little bit. Can you, like, you know, go into the stuff and actually, like, you know, take out his ammo or anything like that? I'll note that this is like something that like D MRL obviously had. You can actually go in and like, you know, take like, you know, the pistol shots basically out of like pistols if you want to, for example. And I can like use it on like your other guns. It might be like you if you it's like if like, you know, the weapon basically is like armed, you can't like unlike, you know, unload it basically. Or at least I don't see any like, you know, anything popping out like right now, so all this stuff will be going through eventually. And yeah, this is very much my first run, by the way, so I'm just like, you know, just looking here for other stuff. So yeah, basically I see like, you know, we got reload, we got get item. I don't see anything for like unloading weapons, so I'm guessing that might be a thing they actually like took out from like, you know, Jupiter Health, so like, you know, you're not basically going around like, you know, looting weapons just for the sake of like, you know, firing out like, you know, all the, like the goodies basically off from them, so. We got a medical box over there. A former guard. He's got a revolver. By the way, these guys when they're moving around, they're like, you know, harder to hit and stuff like that, but whatever. Blew some barracks of lure with this shit. Oh yeah, this is a very profane game, by the way, but whatever.
Oh, a 6-shooter.
Yep, we got ourselves a 6-shooter. Alright, I don't want to use that basically up just yet, because like, you know, when I was like low in health.
Need to reload.
Alright, that's fine. We're just gonna swap weapons. Alright, well, I'm checking a little bit of injuries at this point. We're down to like, you know, 4-1 of 100 health, so. Ooh, a combat knife.
Come at me.
And we got a 12-face shotgun here.
Shred them to pieces.
I'm guessing from this game that like the idea here is like, you know, don't worry about ammo bases, like, you know, one basically gain a vibe from this game basically so far. Alright, let's get this, so we heal up a little bit. We'll pick that up for later. I'm not sure how much orb basically healed up, I think it's 40 there, so. There's like healing orbs, I guess you can like basically pick up to instantly heal yourself. A former soldier with a hunter rifle.
Reload, damn it!
Okay, technically I'm in cover at the moment, so that's awesome. I have no idea where he is, so I can't see him, but so that's fine. What the heck is this guy hitting over here? Whatever, just kill him.
See you in hell, fuckers.
Alright, so, we got the level 2 there. You know, I might just turn up the music just a little bit because it seems it's a little too silent for this game, but whatever. So, I'll note that D MRL basically has something similar to this, and like, you know, the idea of like, you know, Jupiter Health, so you basically have like, you know, skills you basically can get to like improve your character. So you can basically store points if you want, just basically like, you know, skills you can basically get to. Just like, you know, all of the skills basically you can get here. Now, note by the way, a lot of these like skills are like sort of like, you know, based around like, you know, certain weapons you basically use. So I'll note basically for like, you know, skill here. You're great at what you are. Each level of a skill improves your class traits for each level of this skill. You heal like, you know, an extra 10% each level and gain 50% more health. So basically, like, you know, skill basically improves like your ability to like, you know, be like your own character class. Iron Man basically like increases your health and like, you know, adds bleed resistance, so you don't like bleed as much and like have more health. You have Furious here basically like, you know, increases Fury capacity, so that's basically now like, you know, class-based one. Now what I'm basically looking for, by the way, is essentially like, you know, traits like this. So basically like, you know, you have quick chance to like your guns, you have reloader, so empty weapon reload time half at level 1. So when reloading at level 2, half reload time at level 3. What I'm basically looking for basically is actually like, you know, some like, you know, weapon specific like traits basically you can get here. So the best solution is to pump stuff with lead. Each consecutive fire action gains a bonus equal to 20% of the weapon based damage, so okay. Alright, so there's basically something that like boosts up your like melee attack, so if you want to be like a melee specialist, there's Rip and Tear for you. Alright, now I guess like, you know, what we have to basically do here is have to look for like the black stuff to see like, you know, what basically is like the weapon trait stuff. Guys, I'm actually not finding a whole lot of like, you know, weapon specific stuff here, so to speak. Except down here, for example. Basically, I guess the master traits are where you have to go to like, you know, get like your specific like, you know, traits for stuff, so. Basically, Onslaught. Once you start firing, everyone's dead or you run out of ammo. After a shot, you automatically fire at the nearest enemy when moving as long as you have ammo and there are enemies in sight. Works with the same fire and especially well for your weapons. It keeps them spinning out. So basically, that's like, you know, for like, you know, chain guns and stuff like that. Bullet Storm. You like to make it rain bullets. You squeeze an extra shot with every trigger pull-out of a pistol, revolvers, automatics, and SMGs. Pistols, revolvers fire with a time penalty. Additionally, at higher trait levels, you can reload for less ammo. So basically, it just lets you get more shots basically out. Army of Darkness. So basically, you know, take your trusted boomstick. So you also have a knack for pulling out melee weapons instantly and a love for chainsaws. So basically, this makes you like, you know, the close range like killing machine. You have Vampire. So you sustain yourself of the blood of your enemies. Each non-mechanical enemy you kill will restore a portion of your health dependent on the maximum health. Mechanical and semi-mechanical enemies kills restore armor health. 3 times as much health is restored as melee kills, so basically melee stuff you get more. Survivor. So I'll note that basically it seems like they've actually gone for a different route with Justice with like Jupiter Hell, where basically it's not as like, you know, oriented toward like certain weapons, but you know it's more oriented to like, you know, basically build how you carry however you basically want to. So let's just go with like something up here, I guess. So I don't think I really care about the class skills too much. Hellrunner. So you're like a train on legs. For every level of this trait, you gain an extra percent chance to dodge. Those pesky bullets coming your way. Dodge uses 2 hit chance of enemies during move. Half of it reduces the hit and next edition. Additional movement takes 10% less time. So this lets you move around faster and have better dodge apparently. Some of it gun basically increases like your critical chance and like, you know, pistols max range. So, oh, okay, so there's basically something for like pistols. So there is basically like, you know, a pistol oriented like, you know, weapon skill. Reloader. So, half reload time if weapon is empty. You get 50% damage reduction while reloading. Okay, it's basically like, you know, you take less damage while reloading. And level 3, all reload time half cumulative empty. That's probably really good for like, you know, shotguns if you want to go for like, sure, like, you know, a shotgun character. The same fire, the best solution basically is to pump stuff full of lead, so you get 20% base damage on consecutive shots. So basically you shoot stuff like, you know, more and more, you basically get more damage from it. Toughest nails, basically get more armor. You get 50% pain effectiveness. So that'd be good on like, you know, maybe on like on a scout and like, you know, the other guy. Rip and tear, basically this is good for like melee characters. And like, you know, marine of course, but whatever. Armory surplus basically makes it all this stuff. You know, honestly I don't really care about any of this stuff really. I wouldn't mind getting like, you know, Bloodhound, because that'd be very useful to like, you know, track where enemies basically are later on. What's better than a gun? Duh, two guns. Where pistols, SMGs, or revolvers, grab any two. If the next weapon is sectionally in your equipment matches, you'll fire both of them with -1 optimum distance penalty. So basically this lets you like, you know, go crazy for your guns. Cover Master, basically hunker down stays as long as you you don't move. So basically if you're like, you know, in cover you take like, you know, less damage, that's nice. Level 2 aim bonus stays as long as you don't move. So basically like you know. Alright, so this is actually really nice if you basically have like, you know, if you're under fire by like, you know, explosives and stuff like that. This is really good for perks, I guess. So, you're one angry motherfucker. If someone hurts you, you hurt them right back. Your damage output is increased proportional to your missing health. So that's Berserker, basically. And then running. I've already got the tree on lights, whatever. Using Fury, you can sprint for a short burst of speed, moving twice as fast and getting a significant bonus to dodge. So, basically it's like a second, like, you know, ability to like use your, like, you know, your Fury to do stuff. And essentially this lets you run around like crazy. You know, I have to say, like, for these traits basically here, they're cool and all, but it really doesn't seem like it really matters basically to me, like, you know, what is like the best traits to sort of get, so that feels like a sort of like a bit of a fail to me a bit there, so to speak. Like, they like don't really like, you know, differentiate your character that much, like, you know, that much, really. There's Onslaught, Bullstorm. I guess we're gonna go for like, you know, some of a gun for now. So we'll pick that up. So, hint, search for the elevator to go to the next level. Alright. So we got ourselves something on the floor here. Revolver ammo. Alright, so what type of character do I want to basically be? I could be like, you know, a long range type of character. What to choose? You know, for now, let's just ditch like the revolver here. So we'll grab this instead. And this is just like, you know, a regular shotgun down here, right? Now, I'm not sure, but I think like, you know, basically like, unless like there's like a mod on a weapon, they're like this all like the, you know, the same for the most part. Ooh, that's good to know. Hunter rifle basically reloads like one at a time, so that actually makes this kind of slow. Alright, interesting. And you know what? Because we're actually using like, you know, I found a revolver loads pretty slow. Because we're like, we got like some of the gun, it'll probably be in my interest basically to have like, you know, 2 revolvers, so we'll just go like that for now. What can I say? We'll try and go for like a pistol build, I guess. That'll be what I'm just going to decide for. Let's see here. So we got some stuff on the floor here, some ammo. I haven't really checked here, but okay, so yeah, there's like, you know, stacking like, you know, ammo, but only to a certain extent. So after I like get to like, you know, 109mm ammo, we basically have like, you know, too much chance to start a new stack. We'll have to see like how it basically works, like the like, you know, 0.44, so like, you know, the other stuff. So that'll be like our stuff place to check out, you know, in the future. I guess it wants to kill her if you're on the level.
Who needs light anyway?
It's dark here. You're likely to be eaten by Gru. So I'll note that that's basically a reference to like, you know, Arvelogs basically in the game, or like, you know, in like the universe. Gru's were basically like, you know, Gru's basically just like, you know, Arvelog, where basically like, you know, you had like this like sort of like, you know, character that's basically like, you know, trying to like stay in the dark and like eat people. I think it's like based on like, you know, some sort of like mythical character and stuff like that, but whatever. Now it's worth knowing, by the way, unless you alert enemies, they won't actually like come towards you, so no one should really know I'm here just yet. Alright, interesting, so nothing this way. And yeah, I haven't like, you know, yet figured out how to change the camera angle. Let's just see if there's like a way to like change the like, you know, the camera angles in this game, so with action, north, south, east, west, blah blah. It might just be that there is like no cycling of the camera, so you just have to deal with it, but whatever. Oh, I can press tab to cycle targets, let's get in now. Alright, former sergeant. So we're just gonna blow him away. Isn't this fun? I assume at some point he's got to be a little, you know, too tough for me to do this, but whatever. I can't tell, am I giving him? I think I'm so hard just giving out, like, you know, like crazy. Pistol. Oh, there's basically a fiend. Now, I think, by the way, like, you know, I'll note basically, like, you know, I was like, you know, going here, like, you know, to start here, there's basically, like, you know, that fire fiend. So, I think there's, like, different types of, like, fiends. Like, you know, you have, like, guys who are close range and, like, long range. And he just died immediately. Okay. You think they got alerted or something? Alright, here's a basic helmet. We'll put that on.
Mama always told me to use protection.
Alright, so we got ourselves basic armor, basic helmet. Jovisec Hello System. Hello S. 096. Copyright 1994 to 2122 Omnicorp. So, restore power, one multi-tool, access security, access recon, access messages. Alright, so there's apparently 2 security drones that are hostile. If I had the multi-tools, I could just, I could like disable them. If I had more, I could hack them. I can initiate purge. So basically, you can just go around killing everything. Access recon. So, We have basically level 2 exits, Callisto Rift, level 1, Callisto Free exits, Callisto Mines, level 1, Callisto Hub exits, the Mirror Habitat. So basically, I think it's just telling me where I can basically go. Ooh, quick real map where you can like get tracking data. So access messages. Alright, so let's see what this is all about. This is probably gonna give me some more. So, email jobs done. From Caleb Green to Noah Walker. Hey Chief, the smart boy you sent us to Callisto level 3 said he's done, and now all you gotta do is push on or fuss things he did with the machines. Can't remember exactly, and Callisto Mines level 1 should go under this lockdown thing you wanted. Thought you might want to know, see a Chief collapse. So basically some of stuff is basically like, you know, locked down perhaps. Complaint Alex from James Bennett. Boss, I understand that Alex had a rough time in the army, and we need to cut him a little slack. I can imagine that him stealing my lunch and feeding it to the cockroaches might be cute in someone's eyes. But now he brought a fucking bald dog to come live in our workshop in Callisto level 6. God knows where he took it from. That bastard howls all day long, reeks of dead fish, and sits in his shoes. Boss, I swear, I hear you tell him, or I'm gonna strangle one of them and feed it to the other. Well, that's a lot of, like, you know, explicit language, but, you know, whatever. Machine Gone Crazy. Jack Henderson. Hey Sarge, I got to my shift in Callisto Rift, level 2 today. Unpacked, logged into the terminal to go check the notes, and went completely nuts. I know I'm no tech expert, maybe even a little dumb about it, but this seems really strange. I'm like coming down to check this out. P.S. I'm saying this from a different machine. I'm not going to anywhere close to that one. So yeah, basically there's problems with the machines for some reason. Makes me think of Prey, by the way. Alright, email. Read, Pretty Boy Josh. So from Oliver Martin to Thomas Roberts. Are you nuts? I said to make it look like an accident, but throwing him down to Callisto Mines elevator shaft? While I'll deal with the man juice soaking through the ceiling, you better repair the damn lifts. So we're gonna have some broken lifts apparently. And email regarding prisoner CM5223. From Jake Butler to Hugo Hunt. After the canteen incident, as per your request, we sent CM5223 for processing. We are sorry for the inconvenience and the chip malfunction. Warren Butler. Alright, so there's the elevator basically down, but you know, let's look around for stuff to kill. I want my experience, damn it. And you know, we're just keep using this hunter rifle because why not? It seems to, like, you know, do a good job. Now it's worth doing, by the way, like, you know, you have to watch out for like the terrain in this game because sometimes it can be like, you know, really bothersome, honestly. Ooh, that's a launcher of some sort. There's some revolvers right there. It's an AVI 9mm auto rifle, so there's something you basically use, like, you know. It says it has no mods. I wonder why it's blue, this weapon here. By the way, you can see, like, the, like, you know, this thing basically hits for, like, you know, 3 shots. Crit damage 50%, reload time, kind of long, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. Magazine's pretty tough.
Heavy metal.
Alright, so it's worth doing, apparently. I can't, like, you know, just like take willy-nilly every single, like, you know, weapon I see, but whatever. Let's try this weapon out for a little bit. Now, I'm not sure, but I think there's supposed to be, like, you know, automatic, like, fire and stuff like that as well in this game, so that'll be something to check out. Athena's up here, apparently. Alright, well, let's fire 3 times at this guy. I think I blew that guy away. Alright, so we actually saw like a charge thing right there. This guy basically came up and like, you know, literally just like beat the crap out of me there, but whatever. By the way, I just sort of ran into him to kill him right there, so yeah, there is like melee basically in this game, you just like run into the guys and like you melee them. That's probably how you use a knife, by the way, but you know, whatever. Now, I'm wondering basically at the bottom here, but I think my head armor took like a couple points of damage there, as did my regular armor, so something to watch out for. So basically I can equip new stuff if I basically want to. I'm not sure, but I think he tried to melee me there. You know, sit in the corner here for a little bit. Whoa, Fire Fiend. Dead Fire Fiend. We have to run into the security bots, by the way, so that's a thing to note, but whatever. Alright, so apparently like those like, you know, round like, you know, circles with like the cross on them, that was basically count as like this like, you know, things that sort of pick up. And apparently my health went above 100%, so more of like it's possible you can get like, you know, overcharged with health in this game. And what it basically does to like, you know, your, if it basically stays like that, or it's like, you know, does it like go down eventually? Alright, we have fun with the revolver here for a little bit. Let's just take out the rifle here for a little bit more. Why not? We'll take the shotgun for a little bit. I mean, this is the purpose of this game, this first run, by the way, is just to sort of like, you know, figure out like, you know...
Need to reload! Watering the grass.
Alright, so a little free here. That's the only bad thing with the shotguns, is that they like, you know, have that sort of reload, you know, problem with them, but you know, they do a lot of damage, so it's worth it, basically. Alright, now where do I want to basically go is the thing, right? Because basically, like, you know, I've cleared the level. I just want to go this way a little bit. So elevator to Callisto level 3. Transfer to Callisto Rift level 1. I wonder if I can go back the way from whence you came, so to speak. So it could be that this is like a game that, like, you know, you're supposed to keep like moving forward, but you can like sort of like pick the path you want to basically take. So you have basically like, you know, Callisto level 2 access to like Callisto Rift 1 or like, you know, I can go to like the mines basically from like level 3 there. You know, maybe I want to stick with like Callisto here so you like get down to like the barracks. That might be a plan. Alright, well, I'll note by the way, apparently I lost my like extra health there, so that may have just gone away with like, you know, the last like, you know, level completion, so that's worth knowing. But, you know, I feel like this is like good enough for like, you know, a first like episode of like the first run. I basically got like, you know, my feet wet here a little bit. We got through like 2 levels. It seems like, you know, if you play like D MRL, then you should probably have a good grasp of what to expect here. Save and quit. So, we'll see how this basically goes, but for now, I hope you guys have enjoyed and take care.